Good afternoon, especially a special thanks to Raquel for hosting this amazing event. I can just feel it already. Just took a quick sip of my beverage, so I think things are going well. All the other ladies, spouses, family members, thank you for sharing with us. So as mentioned, my name is Brooke. Brooke Grant for short. Some may keep the long tag of Sherman Grant, but Grant is fine. I grew up here on Grand Bahama Island. For those of you that don't know me from a youngster, one of the things I would like to mention is that although I grew up in the city of Freeport, don't mistake me for just being a typical city girl. And maybe that's relative based upon your experiences growing up. But one of the things that I like to bring up is that a big part of my childhood and my adulthood now has been influenced by my heritage, which goes back to the island of Bimini. So I don't know of any island people here. No? Shout outs. So it goes back to Bimini with my Sherman heritage. I enjoy the freedom of being on a smaller island. You can explore, you can find out who you are, who your family is, and you have more freedom. You know, it's not so much fenced in yards. You get to really see what you're made out of, falling down and getting back up. The important thing is knowing how to code switch. So it's not all just island rough around the edges or city fine-tuned and glamorous. It's a good marriage between both of them that pretty much makes my character today. So what I also wanted to share is that every young girl has a hero. So I don't know if you guys can remember any of your heroes or you ladies can recall any of those, but mine is always my father. So my father is my hero, if anyone can relate. I studied his character and his mannerisms, believe it or not, his speech, his logic, and even his style. That's what I studied. I was a huge daddy's girl with a zero sense of fashion. I didn't care to look like the other girls because as far as I was concerned, my father was the best person in the world, and the more that I could mirror him, the more amazing that I would be. So I began to think about the type of career path I would follow. And just looking at him, I always saw him as a person who could fix and solve any and everything. So automatically I thought about careers that would allow me to do the same thing. One of the paths that I thought about really quickly was becoming a scientist. Like mad science, I mean, just looks fun, you know? Or maybe a detective, solving really hard problems and helping people to feel better after they get down to the root of it. A computer tech. Computers were kind of new and popular in the 90s, so hey, that's where it fell into place for me. What about a lawyer? That's hard too. And last but not least, a politician. Yeah. So over the years, I decided that none of these paths would ever trump my desire to be an Olympian. Can you believe that? Go to the Olympics? Yes, be an Olympian. That's what I really wanted over everything else. But life does throw some interesting curveballs our way. And mine came early on. At the age of 14, I was seriously injured while training for my then budding track career. I injured my left knee, and to make matters worse, after going to the doctor, I was diagnosed as being handicapped, physically disabled, and unable to participate in any sporting activities from the age of 14 to 16. So you can imagine what would happen to someone who had their mind focused on being an athlete at that time. Very, very young, and I was disappointed, I was angered, I was kind of depressed even, and I started to question my purpose of being alive. Like, okay, I can't go to the Olympics, what else is there to do? Seriously. So, it was through this situation that I was exposed to junior achievement. Anybody know about JA? Yes. Okay. So I learned about JA. Now here's what happened. I learned about the strengths in business, most specifically product development, marketing, and public relations. I thrived in the program and poured all of my energies into this because I could no longer pursue my track career. So now here I am, taking on every challenge, every competition, and I made up in my mind I would be the top achiever, most distinguished achiever. Did it. I also knew that I would become an amazing entrepreneur someday. Ellipsis. Today, many years, many beauty pageants, and many world and business experiences later, I'm a married woman, and my husband is here to support. He's also a business owner. And I can say that I've not just found a new career focus, but I found a new why. And so today, today, as I share my why, I just want to say that shortly after getting married, I'm considering where I would be if I were to stay on the path that led to building someone else's dream and keeping mine on the back burner. It would have drowned me. And so it dawned on me that if I were to die empty, like Dr. Miles signed in a book before he passed and gave to me, die empty, what would I intentionally do? I think stepping out to the world of entrepreneurship would give me the ability to die empty. So I'm up for the journey. I'm backtracking. As I was focused to create after my high school tenure, I knew that I needed to be in a place of influence, a place where I could thrive, and a place where I can get my foot in the door. Come out of high school, you need to get your foot in the door. So for me, that was tourism. This is the career that I'm in now, full time. And I'm so happy that I got into this career because one of the things that really stood out to me was how essential communications is in taking the Bahamas to the world. And just as we take the Bahamas to the world, businesses do need that to take themselves to the marketplace in front of their clients. So now everything's lining up in my mind. I'm seeing where the entrepreneurship is kicking in, where the PR is kicking back in again, and the freedom to now do what I need to do. Remember that word. I believe that if I could just help somebody along the way, that my living would not be in vain. So today, coming out and sharing my brand story with you, what I have learned through all of these experiences, through traveling, through marriage, through life's ups and downs, is that there's one thing, and one of those early careers I called them, that's not going anywhere, and that's the internet. If I can connect people, and if I can help people to stay in their creative zones, I think that's going to be really, really powerful in helping them to become better. And so I get to now perfect my PR skills by helping people through social media to get their businesses out there to their clients and to the world. So everybody's happy, you can stay creative, someone can help you out, and that's where my brand started to unfold this year. And this is really, really new. We're talking between January and now, just aligning everything. Had it not been for this program, I probably would have been kind of confused a little bit more. I'm not exactly sure where I want to be the next few months, but I'm proud to say today that through communication, my husband and I, we do have a Sunday night vlog. It's a video vlog. You can watch live tonight at 8:30, by the way. Access granted on Facebook. So we have that going on. We do have a written blog that also supports that. And most importantly, through marketing and PR, the social media brand has been launched in the form of Brooke Brand Network, also on Facebook and expanding now. So this is where I'm at. That's the journey that got me here. And I think one of the most important takeaways is that now nobody can judge me. You know the truth. You know the truth, you know who I am, what I've been through, what I'm looking forward to, challenges with physical issues, challenges with mental and emotional being rejected from your first dream, but being open and strong enough to embrace something that's going to be long-standing and that's going to help so many other people. So my encouragement is to follow your dreams, take advice from mentorship that we get, especially through the person of Raquel, who was dedicated first quarter of the year to us. Really, really embrace that. Don't play around with it because you could be wondering and drifting for a long time. So I want you to enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Thanks for listening to my story, and I'm sure we will be connecting very, very soon. 8:30 tonight. God bless.